What's up, guys? Big Time Bentley. I want to talk to you guys about my 90-day transformation. I gave up drinking alcohol and I stopped smoking cigarettes for 3 months. So I want to talk to you about some of the health benefits that happened, and then also a little bit of my weight loss and just how I'm feeling overall. So let me tell you a little bit about how much I was drinking. So I was drinking pretty heavily. Those who know me know I like to drink. I like to go out for some drinks and have fun, but I was doing it a little too often. So I was going out probably like 4 nights a week and then drinking pretty heavily when I did go out. So, you know, sometimes I'd probably be drinking around like 40 to 50 drinks a week when I was out. And it was a lot of tax on my body and on my liver. And that's why I think it was starting to affect my health, and I was starting to feel overall just really run down and lethargic. And I thought, you know, this isn't probably not how I'm supposed to be feeling at age 31. So I decided to make some changes and just see what would happen to my body if I started living a little bit healthier. So before I did the 3 months of no drinking and no cigarettes, my blood pressure was kind of high. It was in like the 140 to 150 range. And then after I stopped, even like a month after, I went to the doctor and I was down into like the under 120 range. So I went from being kind of hypertensive to completely normal in terms of my blood pressure. So that was really good. Another thing too is that I started to sleep a lot better. So I used to wake up multiple times in the night and I wouldn't be sleeping that deeply. And I started to sleep all the way through the night, which was really good. And it felt like good, deep sleep. And I used to also wake up like several times a night to go to the bathroom, like go pee. And yeah, I just stopped doing that. I was able to sleep all the way through. So I think something directly related to getting good sleep and then not drinking is I just felt overall like I had more energy. I also started doing a lot more exercise. Well, not a lot more, but you know, going to the gym at least a few times a week and getting my blood pumping. And I started to feel like I had more energy to do things. I felt like I was able to get up and feel kind of fresh, whereas before that I was just feeling really run down and really kind of lazy. Another thing too, and this was one of the major factors that got me to really make some changes and try to take more control over my health, was I was feeling like a general sense of anxiety. I was feeling just overall like there was something that wasn't right, something that was just, you know, there was always something kind of wrong with my health, or I don't know, I just didn't really feel at ease. I didn't feel like everything was going well. So when I did cut out the drinking for that long and also the not smoking cigarettes, I started to see the improvements in my health, and then my overall anxiety started to go down. And I felt like, okay, things are getting better, things are feeling a little bit better. And yeah, that was really positive. Another thing that happened was I had this numbness in my left hand. And I was thinking, when it would usually be most pronounced when I had just woken up, or like throughout the morning, and then it would kind of dissipate throughout the day. But I thought it might be carpal tunnel or something like that, and I had this feeling like my kind of half my hand would be numb throughout the day, and especially in the morning. And then after like a month or 2 months, that's pretty much gone away. So I don't really have that feeling. If I do, it's right when I wake up, and it's hardly any sort of bother at all, and it goes away pretty quickly. I had a doctor look into that, and he said it could have been related to a wrist injury that I had a while back, but he said in order to really check it, they might have to do like a really invasive test. So he said just see how it goes, because at that point I had not been drinking for a month, and I did say that it was improving. So he said just keep track of it and see how it goes. And yeah, I'm glad that it's pretty much gone away now. Another thing I had was this kind of weird tingly feeling in my left foot. So I didn't really know what that was, and I thought it might be related to like pre-diabetes or something. Again, I think that was playing into that general feeling of anxiety. once I, a few weeks into the no drinking and the no cigarettes and kind of taking ownership and control of my health, that feeling went away too. So that was really great, really positive. Another thing that happened too, and I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see it here, but I'll show you some pictures, is my face got clearer. It might be a little red. It's always kind of a little red, but it was really red when I was drinking. And it's a lot clearer now, and I just feel like it's less flushed, and my skin feels like it's healthier, and I've even, when I was drinking and smoking a lot of people would tell me, like when I was like 29, 30, they'd be like, oh, I thought you were much older than that. And then now recently, I'm 31 now, I'm gonna be 32 soon, and people have told me a lot that, you look way younger than that. So I think it did kind of have a good impact on the aging process and how healthy my skin looks. So that's another thing that also tied into that feeling of overall confidence and sense of well-being. Another thing related to my health from drinking was, from not drinking, was I used to have a lot of, and this is kind of gross, but I used to have a lot of diarrhea. And now I'm taking solid craps like all the time, like every time I go. So that's really good. And then also the frequency of like urinating during the night and things, that's down. So I'm able to sleep well and sleep all the way through the night. And then, yeah, in terms of weight loss, I lost, at my height, I was around like 280. And now I'm down like under 260, so I've lost about like 20 pounds, maybe a little bit more. Kind of fluctuates, sometimes like a little less than 20 pounds, sometimes a little more. But yeah, I definitely lost some weight, and that had to do with just changing my diet, of course not drinking as much, and then also exercising. So overall, just feel really good. I'm glad I did it. Trying to just make sure I prioritize feeling well, and that's what it's all about, just staying balanced, making sure you feel well, because I want to be healthy for a long time. I want to be able to enjoy my youth and enjoy these years to the fullest. Something that I think would be more closely related to not smoking cigarettes is my breathing improved. So when I'm working out, when I'm exercising, I'm able to breathe a little bit better, and I'm not as short of breath. And I think that's directly related to not smoking. Full disclosure, I am vaping, a little vape pen. I do want to give that up eventually too, and it has nicotine. My doctor said that it's much better for my lungs. He said I basically eliminated the risk of any sort of lung disorder associated with smoking, but that it's still not great for my heart because it has the nicotine. So that's something I do want to give up, but it's really helped me in terms of giving up the cigarettes. I had been a smoker for 14 years, and at the height of my smoking while I was in Vietnam, it got up to almost like 2 packs a day some days, and cigarettes there are so cheap. You can get a pack of cigarettes for like $1, $1.50 a pack. Whereas here in America, they're like $10 to $15 a pack. So it just made smoking way easier, way more accessible. Here, now that I'm not smoking, I'm saving a ton of money. And yeah, I just feel better overall as a result. Another benefit of not smoking is I don't stink of cigarettes. And that's something that you don't really notice when you are smoking. But when you stop smoking, you do kind of notice that smell on other people, and you're like, oh, that's kind of an off-putting smell. And yeah, I don't smell like that anymore, so that's really great. And then just overall, I feel an overall sense of calm and confidence because I made these changes and I stuck to it. And it wasn't easy, like I said, for me, and I was drinking a lot, and those who know me well know I like to go out and have some drinks. Being able to take ownership of my health and to accomplish a 90-day break from the drinking and the cigarettes, it gave me a lot more confidence, gave me, a sense of empowerment and a sense of, you can really, if you set your mind to something and you want to improve yourself, you could do it. So that's really good. And I think that that's hopefully just going to carry over into the rest of my life. And helped me excel in other areas. And yeah, I just feel really good for doing it. I will say that I don't plan on stopping drinking forever. I wanted to just take a 90-day break, and then I want to go back to just drinking socially. I might do some more breaks. I might do like a month here, 2 months there, but we'll see. I will say in terms of not smoking, I don't think there's any sort of drawback. It's just good overall. In terms of the not drinking, it can be a little bit difficult socially, you know, when people invite you out to go for drinks, or if your social life was kind of centered on going out and having some drinks, it can be a little bit difficult to navigate that. So that's where it kind of comes to a point where I'd like to just incorporate it into my life just in a more healthy way, so that I can still enjoy those social interactions. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think the no drinking is beneficial, but it just does have a little bit of a drawback in that sense. But yeah, guys, that's my 90-day transformation. So go ahead and comment down below. Tell me if you're thinking about stopping drinking or quitting cigarettes, maybe what your fears are or what your expectations are, or if you've already quit, you know, what were the results and how did it go for you? What were some of the challenges? Maybe some of the drawbacks, or what were the benefits? And yeah, thanks for watching. If you like this content, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog. Peace.